Click start. And then pause. All right, switch over to the main screen. I still need YouTube to wake up. There we go, it's woken up. Let's bring up YouTube chat. And then we will talk about what exactly we are doing. Live. Day 6 onwards. That one. Didn't mute myself in time. You got the little do. All right, we have got a YouTube chat now as well. Marvelous. Good. So, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Project Zomboid. Wow, I am peaking like crazy. What the hell is going on in my audio settings? Input, device properties, 76. No, that is where it's supposed to be. It's just peaking a lot. Weird. Anyway, so, yes, Project Zomboid. This is what we are playing. I'm just going to open up the map real quick. There we go. And you know what else would be useful if we turn the audio on? Because that's going to matter today. So we are started in Brandenburg. This is the game that I've been playing off map. This is the one that I have been doing for myself, basically. I wanted to do a wilderness run. But with a couple of changes from the previous wilderness run that I had done with the 5-item start, which I still really love the concept of. I think it's a really interesting game. But you just can't do it with that maintenance level. It's impossible. I tried for quite a long time. So what I did is we started here. We looted in the base. We collected just the bare essentials. One of the earliest items we got was actually kind of lucky. It was a crowbar. And one of the strategies apparently you can employ in the wilderness run is if you find a crowbar and you start hitting stuff with it, it will start training up maintenance, which it has actually been doing. The problem is it does it really freaking slowly. We've actually almost used up this crowbar now, which is actually quite impressive considering we've now killed 230 zombies with that thing. So it has a incredible amount of durability, which is really nice. But yeah, it's been rising really slowly. The second piece of luck that we had, is the first book I found was the Maintenance 1 book. So I read that on day 3 or 4, something like that. Pause again, go onto the map. Hello, thank you. So yeah, we spent the early day going along here, looting a couple of things. All the X's are actually from later looting runs. I didn't fully loot anything. We went fully nomadic, basically, for the first couple of days. I initially thought that I would try to settle here or here. Or here. This house is actually really cool. It's got a tree house, and it's like fully walled off. But it was completely infested with zombies, and there's a couple of broken windows, which made it subpar. We found this place. Several of these buildings are basements, which is something I hadn't actually seen in my other big playthrough. There have been very few basements. Here, way more. And this basement actually has a fully functional pottery area. It's got an advanced kiln, potterer's wheel, mold, a whole bunch of different assets in the basement there. So I was like, oh, that'd be kind of an interesting place to set up, but I didn't really have any plans to do pottery. Then we went over here where we actually found that there was a underground, another basement, and this one had an antique stove, which is apparently one of the best late game things. It's fire powered, it's indoors, but it uses wood, so fuel isn't so much of a problem. Speaking of wood, we have got essentially the same build character as I had been using previously, except I didn't take all of the negatives. So we are outdoorsy, we are a hiker, we are a former scout, and we are out of shape. I didn't take the night eyes, or the short breath. And honestly, this has been working way better. I can actually run a decent amount. I've been trying to train fitness, not as aggressively as in the other game, but it's been rising very slowly. We have been getting light-footed, sneaking, running, nimble, just because I'm actually able to do things out in the wilderness. I've been doing a lot of running. As you may notice, our base at the moment, and we'll talk about that in a minute, is quite far out from the main city. Starting the other game was created before basements were in and hasn't been revamped yet. That's definitely not true. The other game is still Build 42. They're both the same version of the game. So yes, what was I saying? Right, so exploring along here, then I find a tiny little dot of water on the edge of my view. I was like, that's interesting. Water is something I need. I don't have high thirst. That's another change. This character. So actually I have 2 less negatives and only 1 less positive, I think. This is a way better character. So I was like, okay, let's see if we can find something which is relatively isolated nearby and maybe try and make that into a base. So then I settled upon this place. So I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting, but I'll continue exploring. Went along here, found the highway, went up the highway, decided, you know what, I'll strike out along the forest, see how big this forest is, and then realized that all of this here is farmland. I was like, this is interesting. Previously, my character had a bit of a struggle finding food with the foraging skills. I have way less foraging. I must be missing another skill. Another trait. It's not important. And I was thinking, okay, fields. Fields have a high level of finding food. So then I thought, okay, well, what if I find a farm out here somewhere and try to get that into a base? So then I ran up this road, which is a very freaking long road. Nope, no farms. All right, we'll choose a direction. We'll go this way and see if we can find anything. Running, 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 running. Fields, 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 fields. Nope, nothing. Okay, we need to choose another direction. Well, I noticed a fence. I came down this way a little bit and I noticed a fence. I was like, aha! That must be a field fence or something around a farm. So then I ran. Nope, it's a prison. This isn't Rosewood Penitentiary, like it says here, it's Brandenburg, but it also apparently has a prison. So I took a very brief look around it. It is probably the most infested place of zombies that I have seen. It is truly inundated with zombies in that place. So I was like, nope, let's go this way across the field, see if we can find anything. Hit the trees again. I was like, okay, this is interesting. It's a very clear woodland boundary that goes around the forests. Maybe I'll follow that. So then I ran up here, ran up here, ran up here, kept on following the boundary. I am now really weak with starvation. Not starvation yet, but it's like the high hunger. Thirst I was still kind of okay on, but it was becoming a problem. I had a bottle of water, which I had by this point drunk. And also, this isn't a high thirst character, so it wasn't as bad. Running. Oh, buildings. Another fence. Oh, this has got to be a farm. It has to be a farm. Running. Those are very big buildings. They could be barns. This is fine. Running. Hang on. No. I have a feeling I know what this is, and it's not a farm. I then clear out, like, this area, but find that this area is just infested with zombies as well. It's like, I cannot fight this, even with my trusty crowbar, especially because food shortages and water shortages are becoming an acute problem. And then I notice they're airplane hangars. This is an air base or an airport or something like that. Bugger. Well, seeing as it's fields going south, they must be the cut trees around the airbase so that it's less impediment for planes landing. So down this way has got to be the runway. So I'll go this way because there's a road coming out here. Running. Here, I find a zombie that has a hiking bag on him. And the hiking bag, I kill him, obviously, take the hiking bag, and inside the hiking bag is a bottle of water. Score. Okay, that's the thirst sorted. Now I just have the hunger. Okay. Running. Wait a second. I'm a forager, and I've just been running past fields. You know what fields have? Food. Duh. Okay, we'll go through the forest, because I am pretty sure that to my south are more fields. Okay. Running. Wait, that's a very big road. Why is there a giant road here in the middle of nowhere? Oh, it's a runway. The runway actually went this way, not this way. Well, bugger. Well, I ran across there. Oh, another forest. Oh dear, this is just going to be another giant woodland. It's fine, I'll start foraging. Foraging. Aha! Fields! Well, this is interesting. Well, I can definitely start doing some foraging here. Foraging. Ooh, there's something in the distance. I wonder if that's a farm. So I come over here. There's a couple of zombies. Some that I could probably fight, but actually turned out there were too many. And also turned out this isn't a farm. These are warehouses or something like that. Bugger. Well, I'll go back into the woods and I will move over kind of in this direction, continue foraging. It's getting dark. I need to find a place to rest. Actually, amazingly, this was all just one day. This entire journey was one day. One very, very long day. I think I left at like 5 a.m. or something. But it's starting to get dark. Okay, this is becoming a real problem. I need to find a place to sleep. I need to find shelter. Otherwise, I will just be sleeping out here in the wilderness. And come down here, it's like, ah! Wait, what was this build? This was an actual barn. No, this is the pigsty. I start hearing the oinking of pigs. It's like, huh. Where there's pigs, there's got to be a farm. It's got to be. So then go into here. There's a bunch of zombies in the pigsty chasing the pigs around. It's like, fine, I'll help the pigs out and I'll fight the pigs. Zombies. So I kill all the zombies in that area. Now it's really getting dark. It's like, okay, I've got to find shelter. Went through the pigsty and spotted this thing. Trailer. Just out there. I think it was guarded by one zombie, but all the windows were intact. Cool. I think I can do this. I make way down here. I fight that one zombie. Alarm goes off in this goddamn farmhouse, which I then spot. I was like, you're kidding me. So then I sprint off in this direction, wondering if I was going to go along one of the roads or if I'll go into one of the fields. And I decide to go into this field. It's like, hang on, there's a slight spot of water up there. I'll just go and run by the water and see if there's anything in here. These fields tend to be pretty much zombie-free, by the way, because they're so freaking huge, and you can see a long way. So they're actually quite safe. So I ended up sleeping on the floor over here, ridiculously tired. Wake up, go down, clear out the trailer, clear out all of the zombies from this area, start thinking, okay, this was actually really far out. This would make kind of an interesting wilderness-style base. I kind of like it, but there are a couple of windows smashed thanks to that earlier alarm. So it's not ideal. But anyway, I clear out this entire area. I'm like, okay, this is okay. But I want to see a little bit more about what this area is. And also I need to do some more foraging. So I'll set off down this direction. I start foraging. Moo, I hear cows. Okay. Well, there's probably just more animals in this area. I'll go to the cows. I find the cow field, and there are indeed cows in there, Angus. And zombies. So I fight all the zombies, go over here. Another field. More cows, more zombies. Okay. I'll help out the cows, like thinking a little bit about the future here. Kill all the zombies. There's another farmhouse over there. I clear it out. And this farmhouse actually turns out to be a lot better. One, it's not infested with zombies. No broken windows. Two, it's easier to clear out, so there aren't as many dead bodies just lying around. It's also got the cows here, and this actually happened to be a chicken coop, or actually I think they're turkeys. They're either chickens or turkeys, I'm not entirely sure which. They don't exactly sound like chickens, though. But anyway, avian animals are here. I was like, cool, so we'll settle here, clear it out. I settled there for this day, because this, again, took another whole day. Then I was like, okay, this is actually not that far away from the town. So I start running across here and basically doing looting runs. Start clearing out some of these, I also head further south, having heard even more cows. And yes, there is another cow field here, which actually I should mark off that this is in fact... No, that's a barn. This is a hay barn. So there's actually hay that we can bring in for food for them. Oh, no, that is the cows. Yeah, that is cows. I should mark that up. Cows. There. Because this is the hay barn. Okay. as long as I don't click on one of these. So this is actually the hay barn. Over here is a building with a large fridge and some other things. It's basically just a regular barn. But anyway, yes, so my looting runs have then been over here, where I've started to clear out some of the former bases to be, and then bringing the loot back to the town here. We are now on day 6. No, sorry, day 8. We're on day 8. Did I call this day 6 or day 8? This is actually day 8. I should change that name, because it's wrong. Doesn't matter so much. Saved. Alright, day 8. So, yeah, we've been clearing this out, been heading back home. I have got just regular apocalypse settings with my usual 2 changes. Well, 1 change. 1, turn transmission off. I just don't like the transmission thing, which is actually really good because the very first zombie I found on the very first day bit me, which would have almost certainly have been game over right there. As it was, I had to deal with that injury for 4 or 5 days, but I've now recovered. It's fine. Actually, the early time in this area was really dangerous. I came very close to dying a number of times, which is why I definitely prefer being kind of more on the outskirts. So I did that. And we have helicopter set to once. And my plan was I'm allowed to loot as much as I can for the first couple of days. As soon as the helicopter comes by, I cannot loot anymore. And I might actually stick by that rule. So from this point on, I am now on wilderness settings. But as it is, I'm actually in a really good spot here. Whether I continue not looting, I'm not sure. I got more than enough crowbars, actually. I found another one and several other metal tools, which should allow me to be quite good in this area. The only other thing I'm actually missing is a car. I haven't yet found any usable cars. There's a car wreckage here. I have a car here, which I have a key to. Actually, this is the house I started in. Not this one, it was this one. And it has no fuel. So if I find fuel, then I can probably use it. Anyway, we're settled here at the moment. The only thing that we're a little bit short on is water, which is why this farm was actually kind of superior because it's close to the water. But we'll need to work that out, probably through carpentry. There's the game again. Is that the Green Giant? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, that is who we are and where we are. So we're now in this farmhouse. It is completely secured. There is a couple of bodies around, some here and some a little further to the north, where I've prepared to burn them, but I haven't actually gotten to that yet. But the other farmhouse has way more bodies. The town has way more bodies. There's not actually that many around here. Oh no, in the fields there are. Where I was killing them because I kept on going after my cattle. But yeah, the other benefit of this area is we have cows literally in this field and in the field across. We have chickens in this field up here. So that's actually some high calorie capabilities right there. We're in the middle of a farm, so farming foraging is very easy, and as usual I've gone for my high foraging character type because I enjoy doing that. And we're actually not that far away from a forest, so we can get wood and trees and things like that. So this is a pretty good location actually to build ourselves up. I know, but a lot of the old map from before 42 has not been revamped yet. Louisville's not been revamped in the same way that Rosewood has, for example. Ah, okay. I thought that the basements were random, but yes, you would still need to place the entrance to them, I guess. Which I also assume is why a lot of the basements are kind of on a little annex on the side. Oh, and these icons that I have, this is where propane is. So these are either propane cans, which I found and just left outside, or it's where barbecues are. Which is a good point. I don't have a barbecue. I do have a campfire, though. There's a campfire, right there. Anyway, if we wait for the radio again, it has just said air activity detected, so that is what we are expecting today. With that in mind, I think it's time for me to lock and load. take the ammo as well. So I'm just going to hold that. Baseball bat in case I need another weapon. What I've spent the last day or two doing is clearing this house out and then putting equipment in. So we have books that we've read. No, sorry, this is literature here. We have books that we have read here. Books that we've stored here. And I've started doing the markers unwanted for anything that I have now found. I've also done that for some of my kitchen utensils. So we go back into the kitchen. This is holding frying pans, baking trays, muffin trays. Just to say, hey, I found these, I don't need them again. Same with this. This is my water storage. This is my dry storage and tools. We've got a fridge which has a number of different items in it. We have the freezer also with different stuff in it. And then over here we've actually got a basement. We have a nice garage which is closed off with a door. We have a basement down here which has an antique stove. So we're sorted for that. Wood pile, which doesn't actually seem to have any wood in it. At least I can't click on them. Which in previous buildings I was able to. Then this just seems to be storage. Like these are all storage. Oh, I never actually cleaned these out. Haha! Jackpot! Then I've got my materials in this. I have my tools over here. So this is tools / weapons. This is just regular tools. Again, the things without condition have been marked as unwanted. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's not interactable. I think it's literally just shelves that you can just stick stuff on, but there was nothing on them. And one of the main reasons I've been so aggressive in looting the town is because I wanted to get sheets. Because it turns out that a whole bunch of these windows were uncovered, but they're covered now. This is the emergency broadcast system, which I actually should turn off. I just wanted to show the error activity detected. And then I'll turn it off so it doesn't attract zombies. Today is the day. And as a reminder, I have it set to just once in this game. So yeah, I think from this point on, we are going to go full survival mode. Still tempted to go looting though. But we are somewhat close to the town. This still has a lot of zombies. This has a lot of zombies. And the animals tend to attract zombies like there's no tomorrow. Like every day I go out there and there's just another zombie or two in the field. But I guess the animals actually being around us is another layer of defense, because any zombies that come towards us are going to get distracted by the animals. And the animals are faster than the zombies. They almost never actually catch them. You know what else I was going to do? I was going to grab my tea. I'll be back. I was a bit worried there for a second. I hadn't paused the game, but I had. So that's good. Okay, so I'm overburdened. That is not ideal. I think I'm going to throw the pipe wrench on the floor. I don't really need to carry you around. Can't put you here, can I? So I have my JS2000 shotgun, which is a shotgun with 5 rounds instead of just 2, like the double barrel. Also, this is a choked tube and it's improved. I have no idea what that does, but it sounds cool. And I do in fact have a second shotgun here by my bed, just in case things go wrong. This one doesn't have any upgrades though. This will eventually be where I store ammo. We do have the bathroom here, so first aid supplies in there. No beta blockers. We have accessories and protective gear. Oh right, protective gear is another thing I should probably wear today. And then just clothing. I wasn't ever sure which room I should use as my main room. This one, I'm still not sure which of these is better. Both of them have a bed in it. This one has 2 windows but only facing one direction, so it's a slightly smaller footprint. This one has 2 windows, which means that theoretically zombies could attack from all directions. However, if they attack from only one, you have an escape route. I went for this one because there's a TV in the room. But yeah, that's all we got right now. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do today. We do have a barn over here, which I haven't actually been able to get into yet. Both of the windows are locked. The door is metal, so I can't just disassemble it because I need a welding torch for that. And I do need somewhere to store all of my gardening implements. Put my electronics away, I guess. Do I want to do that now, though? Yeah, there's nothing really stopping me. I spent most of yesterday cooking and clearing out the place, because one thing I did notice is my weight is 75 and dropping. If it goes below 75, then you are underweight, and that's a problem. Oxygen tank. Oh. Just clearing this out because I was going to put my electronics in there. So I do have a welding mask. Don't think I have a blowtorch though. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick these in here for now, and I'll sort all of this stuff out properly later. We'll need bats too. Oh yeah, I could just read my book. I've been reading Carpentry 1. I also really need to repair my shirt. As you can see, it's got a couple of holes in it. Oh, I kind of like the idea. That's actually where you... You can always hear the cattle outside. They're loud bastards. I have a knife over here, so then I should be able to cut you up. I can't. Oh. Do I need a knife on me? Yes. No, you just took this out. That's another thing I could actually do is sharpen a couple of these tools that we have lying around. Actually, third idea, I know I've got a couple of whetstones downstairs. I'll go grab one. And here... no, the tools chest. Right, actually, can I do it through you? 10 o'clock already, no helicopter. Oh, it doesn't just increase the sharpness over time, it has to actually finish the task. Interesting. I like how he always tests the blade. I know that whenever I'm sharpening things, I'm constantly testing the blade too. Realistic animation. Is that everything? Yeah, apparently. Nothing else in there. I know that the scythes need to be sharpened. The handle is a condition, but the blade itself does not. Can be used to get grass cuttings. I think that this scythe is actually going to get a lot of use, because I know the chickens eat grass. Actually, the cows probably do too. Probably should go out and cut all of this. Oh, the other thing's a rake. I'm a little reluctant to stay downstairs because I'm not sure I'll be able to hear the helicopter from here. Are there any tools that need to be sharpened? Nope. So that's all done. Can I keep a whetstone on me? How heavy are they? 0.5? Probably not. Oh, I do have a green pen. Why are you full? Probably... let's put these here. You in here. Perfect. $10.50. Well, I see no reason not to just sit down and read a book. Because we know it's going to be today. Actually, before we do that, let's go and have breakfast. I don't think I've had that yet. And I really need to do something to stop my weight dropping. I've not been stingy with food this time around. And this is where the The looting plus the scavenging has actually really come into its own. There it is. We got incoming! I checked my house the other day to make sure that everything was in fact closed up, and it is. The only light sources is this light, and there's a light outside as well. But the windows are all sealed. And I've done a pretty good job of clearing zombies out this whole area. So everything in this radius certainly is clear. There could be more down here, there could be more over here. The bits I'm most concerned about is dragging zombies from the prison and from the airbase. And I guess the town. Yeah, there was actually a small horde, like right here, which is why I didn't go further down that way. But this is the one and only helicopter event in this playthrough. Basement with interior access, lucky. Yes, we got very lucky with this one. It's quite a big basement too. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is water. Like, I know where I can get it, it's just going to be a long-ass run to get out there. So I really do need to get a rain catchers as quickly as I can. I did get a little bit lucky, I found a jerry can. 20 litre capacity, they're huge. The only thing I haven't done an amazing job at is clearing the bodies. I can't see them from here, but yeah, the fields have quite a few of them. But maybe the helicopter will just think that the bodies are caused by charging bulls. That's entirely possible. Charging bulls and rambunctious chickens. Or turkeys, whatever the hell they are. He's searching. He hasn't locked onto us yet. The sound effect really changes if he's hovering. Rodents of unusual size, there you go. Thirsty. Let's have a drink. Let's just have some more stew actually. I can fit in a bit more food. I don't believe that he's actually gone yet. Cheeky little bastard! Still losing weight. And these stews are pretty hefty. Actually, that one's half drunk, that one's half drunk. But this one, 113 hunger reduction. Like I said, I have not been stingy with food. Yesterday I had 4 hamburgers, the day before that I had 4 burgers, plus the stew. But admittedly, the days before that I was doing a shit ton of running, so I think it's just a big deficit we need to overcome. So when he left, he was probably just, I don't know, going over to where the airbase was. Drag all the zombies from over there. I think something's off the hamburgers. They really seem like they don't have enough calories. It's possible. Although hamburgers actually have less than you would think. They have like 600, 700. The real problem is the fries. Fries have more. Nothing like a good chopper to mess everything up. Yeah, no. In a game like this, I actually kind of think that I should probably put the chopper on often. Just to let it mess with, like, perfect base setups. Especially because I don't tend to build in cities. Because if you settle in a city, this really does mess you up. More so if it catches you outside. Downside to this building is I don't have any proper fortifications up yet. I think it'd be nice if it dropped rare supplies and make it a gamble of going outside. It's a good idea. Go outside, get spotted by it, it drops resources but then calls in the zombies. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. So you can choose to hide from it, which gives you a chance of avoiding the negatives, but also no drops. Flying off again. And I definitely remember the helicopter events being worse. I think it is because I used to get caught in the bug where helicopters just wouldn't leave. Like surviving a couple of hours like this, fine. Surviving 3 or 4 days? No. Can't be done. He's back. Now, one question I do have, because it's actually the very first day that it's rained in this game. It's been the opposite to my other survival game. You have these troughs outside. I wonder if they refill in the rain. Because up till now I've been filling them. Is this still the run you started in the wilderness? No. That one was too far gone. I'd lost too much weight to really be able to do anything. So this is a new one. I'm no longer hungry, so let's have some more stew. I feel like he's right overhead right now. When I was there by the door. It's actually louder when I zoom in on my character. Yeah, actually I think it is. That's interesting. It's oppressive when you're zoomed in. Now is he gone? Maybe. I think I'm still going to read for a bit longer today. With the window right behind me, what could possibly go wrong? Quiet before the storm. Maybe. I am curious to see how many zombies are outside. I think I'll wait until 2:30, and at that point it should be pretty clear it's not coming back. And then there's movement. What can we use here? Whoa! Fuck! Hi! Welcome to my house. There's a couple of them. Oh yeah, there's a couple. Peeking in my house. Oh, there's more up there. Yeah, see the animals. I knew would attract some of them away. Stop banging on my window! Stop it! Cheeky! Wait your turn! There you are. Did you spot me already? Oh, dear. It's too good. I was hoping to have a little rest there. I should probably have gone inside. Swing and miss. What did I say you could get up? How is my crowbar looking? Bloody. See, this is why I actually kind of like the helicopter things, because they do stir things up a bit. Oh, right, because there was a zombie right in my face. The zombies which are chasing animals at the moment, I'm actually kind of okay with. Oh my god, there's so many of them. This might take a minute. And the zombies do seem to be somewhat more aware than they often are.
Hey!
Thankfully, this crowbar is quite a nice weapon. And because I've been using it so much, I've actually gained a decent amount of blunt. That started at 0, by the way.
Hey!
I'm a killing machine! Which is good, because I'm killing the dead. Yes. Come on then, you little sod. Here in the middle of the long grass. So we're going to need to deal with a couple of zombies up there. There'll be more than enough zombies in the cow fields, of which there are 3. I have to deal with that one, and that one. Then the chickens and that one. I think this is going to be more than just a day's worth. Meanwhile, still no maintenance level 1. We're a third of the... no, 2/3 of the way to level 1. Winded so easily. Yeah, this is going to be a multi-day task, I think. I want to clear most of the ones out of this field at the very least, because it's the closest to where I sleep. I think I might go and grab another bite to eat before I start again. And doing this in the rain isn't exactly fun either. I definitely have to clear those away. Considering my sleeping is right there. Oh yeah! Come on then. I know there's at least one more up here. Not seeing more in that little woodland, thankfully. Spotted me. The zombies definitely seem to be a lot more aware. I thought I heard one behind me. You cheeky little sod. Definitely going to need to do some body burning after this. The two there. Come on then! Tough little sod, aren't you? This is a little bit too exposed. So being so close to the trees, I'm not getting a good line of sight to potential threats behind me. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you still there. 5, 6, 7. Still 7 in that field alone. Yeah, these have got to have come from the airfield. I can't imagine they got out of the prison. I think we'd be seeing a lot more orange jump suits if they were from the prison. Right, onwards and upwards. Half your skull showing there. Seems to be missing a bit of your face. It's a very nice hat. Still 6, I'll just kill 3. Come on, you! Check behind me. These are all the zombies I cleared out of here previously. May well be more inside. 4 of you at a time. Look behind me. This is literally at a time. You two are kind of being left behind somewhat. And you've become a crawler. And one of them got distracted by a carrot. But... oh. Check behind. Let's go up here and have another sit down. Because we're getting a bit tired again. Hello. Where did you come from? 2 more there. 1 more way down to the bottom. And you, come on. Check inside there. Zombies do sometimes like going in there. Also, I think that you're seriously running out of water in here. I need to do something about that. Sit down for a minute. $64.8. We're getting closer to that magical 1 point. First point. Level 1. There's one. Stop chasing my cows! I don't know how cows feel about having dead bodies in their enclosure. Alright, I think that's all of them from here. So next up we'll need to check on the chicken coop on the other side of the base. Doesn't look like there's any in that one. To the point where I can see the other side of the field. These fields are bloody huge. Too hot. It's raining. None in that one. Okay, that's good. They seem to all have made it over to this one. Getting thirsty again. No, that's because I'm wearing a denim shirt now. Yeah, it's hotter. Rather than my holy t-shirt. Plus all of the armour. I know I'm out of breath. It's fine. I'll survive. Oh, maybe I won't. There's so many. Not called away by the gunshot though, they didn't care about that. I guess chickens are just easier eating. Uncomfortable. Let's grab some more food before we go out properly. Yeah, we're really going to need to do something about the corpses tomorrow. This should deal with the thirst. It did not. Thankfully the water and the power are still on. It's 10 to 8 already. Oh, you're still there. No, you don't.
Hey!
Yes, you very farmer-looking zombie. I wonder if this means there's another farm around somewhere that I haven't found yet. Because that was a lot of farmer-looking zombies. He was not the only one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of you still to go. Ugh, I'm getting drowsy. Excuse me, sir, you have people to see and drink with. Oh no, not for a couple more hours. It's fine. Okay. Let's do some more beatings. Oh, there's even more in that one. Oh, hello. Come on then. Yeah, these have almost certainly come from the airbase. The airbase is up there. Unless they were pulled out here and then around, which is possible. Or they've just come from the town. Come on. Dead? Yes. Not tired? Not yet. Some may have come from here, that's true. I haven't searched those. Oh, I know there's one around here somewhere. Where are you?
Hey!
Is that him? Maybe. Swing and a miss. Zombie looks exactly like me. It's my long lost brother. Three bodies, 3 bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 remaining there. Moving away from that a little bit. Waiting for my boss to DM me. Shouldn't be this excited, but then I'm excited to meet you too. Have you not met him before? I hadn't realised that. Bad smell. Yeah. Not much I can do about that. Decaying bodies tend to have a bit of an odour around them. Oh no. Where have you lot come from? I mean, I'd kind of prefer you running around chasing my chickens than me. I'm only seeing 2 chickens, unless they're in the coop right now. Hell, that guy was tough. Ow! Actually, a little surprised at the first hit I've actually taken. Didn't get through my armor. See, this is why I'm wearing it. And then there were 4. I am a bit concerned by the fact that I'm only seeing 2 chickens right now. There was also a rabbit. I managed to catch a rabbit. I literally, yoink, threw him in there. Hey, Ben. Day 8, what happened last time I saw you? Day 26. This is the game that I've been playing offline, but it's the day that the helicopter arrived, so I thought, you know what, I'll stream that. So this is the aftermath of the helicopter. Yeah, this game is going okay. It's been a bit of a saga, this one. So I'll give you the rundown. So started out here, where I actually have a car, but it has no fuel. Spent the first day running between houses, trying to grab some stuff. The rule I set myself is that I'm only allowed to loot things until the helicopter arrives, to basically give myself a bit of a leg up. And in that time, I basically had to get a crowbar. That crowbar is almost dead. Huh. Because the crowbar is one of the best ways to train maintenance, and now because for some reason they've made it you require maintenance 1 to make crude tools. I still don't understand why. I do not understand why they've made that change. It's a stupid one. Because none of the survivalist characters start with maintenance. Except I think Bushcrafter, which is the really, really high tier one. But like Former Scout doesn't, Hiker doesn't, Outdoorsy doesn't, none of them do. And that means that wilderness survival is just impossible. So I have until the helicopter arrives to loot stuff. So I spent the first day, I think 2 days, in this area. Started in this house. Thought, oh, this looks like an interesting base to operate out of because it has a forest nearby. And then continue exploring and found this place, which was even better because it has a full wall around it with a tree house that you can use as like a lookout. It's a really cool house, actually, that one. But it got overrun because right next door there was an alarm. So I left that one. Found this one, which has a full pottery set up in the basement. So it's got an advanced kiln, pottery wheel, mold, like everything you could possibly need if you're going to do pottery. It's just kind of a cool house. But But I'm not set up to do pottery, so then I started running up this way. There's a bunch of zombies there, so I start going down this way. I find the lake, so there is actually a permanent water source for this part of the town if I decided to settle here, which I was considering how much woodland there is. There's loads of it. But then continued going along here. This house here has a antique stove, which is like the best late game cooking thing. It's better than a barbecue because you can put them inside because they have a smoke outlet chimney. Continued exploring. Found the highway, decided, you know what, I'll search across the highway, followed the highway north to here. I was like, hang on, those are fields. Hang on, the problem I had in my previous survival game was because I lived in the woods, where finding food is a little more difficult. If you're foraging in fields, you have a way higher chance of actually finding food. Okay, light bulb moment. So then I went up here thinking, okay, what if I set up a base in a farm? Running, and it's a long bloody run. Ah, still no farms. I need to choose a direction. I choose this direction. Running. Huh, still no farms. Well, I feel like I've been going a little too far out of town, so I'm going to go down this way. Running. Ooh, fence. I wonder what's in the fence. Running. Ah, that's a prison. Shit. I should probably not stay here because I have not seen that many zombies in one of my games before. Running. No, I actually continued running down this way because I wanted to see what this building was. It's a courthouse. Because I wasn't at that time sure if this was a prison or an army base. It's a prison. So I got to here and thought, this is getting a bit too close to town again, so what if I just go across the field? Maybe I find another road. Running. Ooh, forest. Ooh, now that's interesting. What if I established a base right between the forest and the fields? So I have food on one side, wood supplies on the other. That sounds kind of cool. I wonder if there's any farms here. Running. Aha, a road. But it just goes into the forest, which I'm not that interested in. Running. Okay, now I'm starting to get hungry and starting to run out of food. This is not great. Oh look, a fence. Buildings. Ah, I wonder if this is the farm that I finally found. Cross here. That's a really big building, but it's fine. It's probably just a barn. Jump across the fence, fight a bunch of zombies in here. Find another big building. Huh. Why do they have such large entrances like this? This is not what a tractor would require. Run. Huh. Aircraft control tower. This is an airfield. I wonder if all of the fields here was just the area that they've cleared to let planes land rather than it actually being farms. Getting a bit concerned. So I left this area because, my gosh, there were a lot of zombies. Running. Came across a zombie with a piker's backpack on, which I'm still using to this day. Cool, kill him. There was a bottle of water inside. Aha, success. Running. Wait a minute, why am I running into the woods? I know where there are fields. I am hungry. I'm a forager. This is literally what the fields are for me. Okay, let's go back towards the fields. Run. Wait, this is a really big road. Why is there such a huge road here? Oh, it's a runway. I thought the runway was going this way. It wasn't. It's going this way. Okay, cool. Running. Okay, we're back into the fields. Cool. Run. Ah, road. Let's follow this road and see where it goes. Run. Ooh, another fence with more buildings. I wonder if this is finally the farm. Get a bit closer. Kill a couple of zombies. Warehouse. God damn it! Where are the bloody farms in this farmland? Then I start hearing oink, oink, oink. Pigs, oink, oink. Where there's pigs, there's got to be a farm, surely. I'll go towards the sounds. I find the pigsty here. There's a bunch of zombies in the pigsty, kind of like what we were dealing with the cows over there. Okay, I'll kill all of them because I just don't like the idea of them chasing around pigs all day and night. Then I notice this trailer. Ah, finally, a place to at least stay. Come over here, get right to the outskirts. There's only one zombie. Perfect. I can get into here. Get a bit closer. Wee woo. House alarm. One of the zombies has broken out from this farmhouse, which I now spot. Shit. Run away from there because I don't really want to fight zombies at this point because A, it's getting very dark. B, I am still kind of hungry, although I had been foraging down here. And I kind of need some water. So I moved into this field, basically just so I had a better view around me before I decided to settle down. as I was looking around, I noticed a tiny little speck of blue. I was like, I wonder if that's water. Run up to it. It is indeed a lake. So if we do decide to set up here, then we have a lake that's not too far of a run away. Okay, cool. I sleep in the field that night. I then come down, clear out the trailer, so I have a base. Then I decide to clear out the farmhouse. It's actually a pretty decent farmhouse. Has the pigsty, buildings around it, but it's been damaged because of the house alarm. So I decide, I'm just going to run down this road and see if I find anything else. As I get to about here, I start to hear the mooing and lowing of cows. Interesting. This field here was empty. So I'm thinking, is this going to be part of this farm? Or is there another farm up here? Cows, more cows, another farm, and this is where we actually set up. And that's basically the story so far. Won't I turn into a zombie now that I was bitten? No, I actually turned transmission off. I dislike this game when it's just you've been making a lot of success and then bam, one bad mistake, which is not even a mistake, it's usually just unlucky second and game over. So zombies actually have to corner and kill me, which is absolutely doable if you don't manage things like how out of breath you are. And food. Food and water are always a problem, of course. Shocked you remember that whole sequence of events. I mean, it was only yesterday. And that massive journey all the way around to where I slept in the field, that was one day. That was like day 5, I think. Knowing that helicopters start on day 6 till 9. And we had the helicopter on day 8, so we got a little bit lucky. Oh no, day 9. We had it on the last day. Still drowsy, but I want to kill these last 4 zombies. I think we can count ourselves. Oh, there's one down there. Relatively secure. Yeah, let's go check this first of all. So I want to know where my chickens are. Did the zombies actually manage to eat them? Oh, there's 2 inside. And you've got feed and you've got water. Right, water. 33.4, 30. Yes, it is rising because it's raining. Good. So the troughs outside do actually auto refill in the rain. That's good to know. Unfortunately, the troughs in the barns are inside for some reason. Oh, I guess because it's night time, so they've gone into the hutch. Oh, there they are. Alright, all the chickens have gone home to roost. Should still be a rabbit around here somewhere. You're dead. I'm now tired. I'll deal with these 3. Maybe the one to the south, and then sleep time. Come on! We're walking away. No, I'm actually kind of okay with this.
Hey!
This crowbar has very nearly seen its end. I still haven't gained a single point in maintenance. Gotcha. Alright, so that's my chickens now secured. We are now out of breath. So I think I need to sit down one last time. Find the zombie that was roaming around here. And I think that's my base secure. And that is the one and only helicopter. 73.3, and that's with the bloody book read. What time's the dinner tonight? 6. Ooh, see you behind me. Done. Alright, sleep time. Out of breath and tired. 11 PM. We survived though. 1 point to one experience away. Started a new playthrough yesterday, and then today I went to play. I couldn't remember where I left off and what I had done. I mean, yeah, usually it's like that for me as well, but too dark to read. Can't see the map. The map does also kind of show exactly where I've been, because it's just a single line. Like, if you asked me what houses I've been and what I looted in them, I wouldn't have a clue. I do think I need to go switch out this crowbar for a new one, though. Thankfully, I do have one. Still losing weight, son of a bitch. We'll have a wash once I do it again. Big fan of full out Mountain Man survivalist play, so I kind of need to start with a point of maintenance. Yes. Because it is actually impossible to get. Believe me, I tried. Because the game I did, you probably would quite like this actually. I call it the 5-item challenge. So you're allowed to loot 5 items from your starting house only. So in that game I had a frying pan, a kettle, a knife, tier 1 book on carpentry, and what was the 5th item? A sheet. So the sheet I turned into a bag using the crafting system, and then I went out into the wilderness with that. But with those items, I could not get maintenance because it used to be that if you had a large branch and you hit trees, you could get maintenance from that, but it no longer gives maintenance. You could craft 150 stakes, break them, and every one that you broke would give you half a point of maintenance. That was the one way I could do it. But that's then 150 branches you need to find, which is difficult because you can't cut trees down because you have no axe because you don't have the maintenance to make the axe. The other option is to use spears, which will last more than just 2 hits like the stakes do. But the problem with that is you need saplings. In 5 days of play, I found 2 saplings foraging the entire time. Because that's not feasible either because the main source of saplings is cutting trees down. But I think that if you didn't have that maintenance problem, you could legitimately strip off to your underwear and legitimately survive. Because you can now make clothing out of dogsbane, hemp, which you then spin into twine, and twine you can make into canvas, and then canvas you can make into clothing. If you're able to actually make a crude axe, you can cut all the trees down. With knapping, you can make knives out of stone and flint. Fire you can make out of stone and flint and wood, especially if you start with the former scout trait, which I think is pretty much a must. Means you don't need lighters anymore. Food, foraging. Once you hit level 7 foraging, that's the most critical point, because at that point you can start foraging for vegetables. So it's not just, I'm living off of dandelions and leaves. At foraging 7, it's notable. It's like dandelion, mint, basil, to bell peppers, cabbage, grapes. At that point, it becomes more feasible. Do the new crafted weapons help? No, because you can't make them until you have tier 1 maintenance. Like, the entire tech tree of wilderness survival requires level 1 maintenance. You have to have it, and there's just no way of getting it in the wild. So the axes, for example, require tier 1 maintenance. The crude axe. Like, why they made that change, I really don't understand. Because if it didn't exist, survival is completely feasible. I'm absolutely 100% sure of that. But without it, you can't. Because the other thing, I got lucky when I was foraging on my first day. I found a pot in the middle of a field. So that was very helpful. And then I found several pots of paint on the road when I was scavenging. There was a road running through the woods. And scavenging roads I think is fine. I found 2 paint cans, and they have the same liquid capacity as buckets. So you pour the paint out and then you can use them as water containers. And then you can either set up camp by a river or another water source, or if you have enough carpentry, you can make rain collectors. Or you just have enough rain vessels that you collect enough. And this was with a high thirst character. I survived fine. It's just the bloody axe. Getting the axe is required for anything else. The one possible hiccup I've heard is nails, which I think you can make through blacksmithing, but there aren't many metal sources in the world yet. The same problem with pottery. There isn't that much clay in the world. Excuse me. They need to add more nodes for that type of thing. So I really hope they revert that maintenance point change, because it's just dumb. I think I'm actually going to grab those 2 pots and fill them with water now, just in case the water gets shut off. Although I think we're still too early for that. The next thing to go out will be the power. While we have water, let's go ahead and wash all the things. Because we did a ton of fighting. It's going to be a late night tonight. That's pretty much inevitable. Right, as I didn't even need to use my weapon, let's put you away. Let's put you away. This will keep on me. I've still got 12 rounds. That's fine. I'm going to go and replace my crowbar. I do thankfully have a second. So with that, I should be able to get the maintenance point, which is good because I didn't actually find any axes in my week of foraging. Then I want to come over here. I'm going to put my armour away because I don't think I need it anymore. Safety glasses, aren't I still wearing safety glasses? No, I must have lost them when I was out and about. Okay. Sleep time! Now let's hope I did my job right. Belts. Belts of buckles. If zombie respawn on, that's infinite metal. Dunking cars gives massive metal. That's true. Yeah, I hadn't considered taking cars apart. Although, can you do that without welding? Because you can't get that in the wilderness, I'm fairly sure. All quiet. Good. Now, seeing that the cows are actually almost out of water, I'm going to give them some. Normally wouldn't find yourself starved for clay. Few uses. Amphorae and cement are the biggest clay hogs by far. Yeah, but with pottery now being a skill, I haven't actually checked to see what that allows at all. All I know is that we found that one place which has a fully kitted out pottery location. Car dunking requires welding, torch, mask or goggles. Difficult to make those in the wilderness. Lena's reached a 5-stream streak. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, maybe today we bonfire the zombies. I really didn't want to do heavy lifting because I'm trying really hard not to use too many calories right now. Do you have an outdoor trough? You do. You're 100% putting the water in that thing. So these outdoor troughs can hold either water or grain. My plan is to take the grain out and put it into the barn instead. Quite a lot of food in there. This is going to overburden me ever so slightly. Empty. Large trough. Transfer liquid from bucket. Large trough. Transfer liquid from jerry can. There we go. 30,000 millilitres. And you can see they used to have the water there. I don't have a pitchfork is the other thing. Let's fill this up with the feed instead. Now they shouldn't actually use this feed unless they can't get to the grass outside. This is more of a winter thing. Plus this thing can hold it well. Crikey. Another zombie? Scoundrel! Like I said, you come out here in the morning, and very often it's just a random zombie. Get off my land! You trespass. Okay, so that one is actually water. There's a zombie down there, because of course there is. Do you not have a food trough? Huh. You do not. Interesting. And you have all of the water here, so I'm not too concerned. Oh, all of the water, all of the grass. Oh, you have no food trough, so in the winter that's going to be a problem. How much water is in here? 46,000. I do not need to refill you. I'm just going to check the last field, which I think is this one. I think is actually the biggest field of them all. You can store milk in those indoor troughs. Looks like you will be getting a bunch. Interesting. Oh, for Pete's sake. Have a food trough there. Do you have a water one? Hey! Maintenance! So your other ones are indoors, so no, I'm not sure you do have a water trough outside. Okay, I can now do the survival game, so no more looting from now on. A little bit annoyed I wasn't able to get a car or something. But so it goes. Hey, zombie! Swing and miss. Yeah, I never looted these buildings. Except for the barn. I did loot the barn. Just gonna sit on the ground for a minute because I am a little out of breath. Glad I turned that way. I may have missed you sneaking up. Pottery doesn't get you much. You only need a few crucibles to technically like 3 and a glass blower, a mortar ball. If you don't have it, and then jugs to water and comp buckets are better. That's true. Having them to do water storage would be good. I guess that's again more of a out of town thing. Although then how would you fire harden jugs? Oi!
Hey! Hey!
You guys have the attention span of a zoomer! Come back here! Cheeky little son, aren't you? Ooh, key. Still not winded.
Hey!
Well, the cows are dividing the horde for me, which is very nice of them. A screwdriver. I wouldn't say no to that. There's even more of you now!
Hey! 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 Hey!
There's a rabbit.
Hey! Hey!
Okay. Out of breath again. There's you four. There's one down there, because of course there is. What I don't want is these guys going across into the other field. Which it kind of looks like they're trying to do at the moment.
Hey! Hey!
Quite well. And there's one left, right? Yes. Come on then, you. Right, and then there wasn't there. Yes, one down here. Jug's really better for purifying storage. Should be a bucket. 148. So you don't bring jugs and leave them, bring matches, set up a new camp with a new kiln, and more quick loot run. Starlax and Jezebel, hello! I saw you guys were playing Zomboid earlier as well. How's your game going? We've somewhat accidentally taken on the role of farmers. So the cow agrees. Currently just clearing zombies out of my fields, which has taken us most of the day. I was going to move the food out of this so that we could replace you with water. Here. I actually really like how these troughs look. Either you have feed in, which then fills the top, or they have water, in which case they fill the bottom. They can't do both. And I saw you, cheeky little swine. I don't think you can get away from me that easily. Love this game, so green in it. It's really good. I've been playing it on and off for years. But it turns out the last time I played was 2023, so I'm definitely a bit rusty. But I've been playing it pretty much consistently for consecutively for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Trying a variety of different things. So we currently have our base up here, which is a farm surrounded by cows and then also a chicken coop. Oh, actually. Yes. I don't think they're chickens. I think they are actually turkeys, so let's put that there. That's probably why I'm not getting eggs. Do turkeys lay eggs? I mean, they lay eggs, but do people eat them? Please, check that. Thank you. So we have this barn, which is the hay barn. This is where the freezer was. I'm going to go inside one of the houses. I'm not looting it. I'm not breaking my rule. I'm just taking some water, so I don't need to run back and forth quite so far. Fill it all. The annoying flying thing redeemed a drink tea. Unfortunately, I'm out of tea, but I do still have water, so let me just pour myself a bit more of that. Cheers. Do that. Put that in the main hand. Put that in the secondary hand. To even out the weight a little bit. And then we'll fill it. And now it doesn't weigh as much if you're actually holding them in your hands. Noticed that the other day. The jerry can hold a lot of water, but it does get pretty frickin' heavy. I made in Australia. And... oh wait, no, not. Gotta fill up my water bottle. Okay, now we're done. So the rule I have is I'm allowed to loot any building until the helicopter appears, and we just had the helicopter yesterday. So we are now full wilderness survival mode. Except for stealing water while the power's still on. While the water is still on. But that's mostly just because it's so freaking heavy and I don't really want to lug it around all the way. So in the large metal trough, add liquid from jerry can. Large metal trough, add liquid from bucket. And you now have 30,000 milliliters in there, so you should be good for a while. Right, let's go eat something. I am now officially underweight. Bugger. I was really hoping to avoid that. But having had the helicopter event, which pulls in all the zombies from quite a large radius, we should be pretty secure now. But I would still like to get rid of all the corpses and burn them before the scent becomes too much of a problem. As you can see, we had a bit of a party here yesterday. And here's my base. Let's actually fill these again while again we have water. Then I'll just put them in my water storage. Then I think I'm going to move the corpses and bury them. Burn them rather, not bury. I'm lazy. And then... who knows? Food supplies are still fine, particularly while we have power. I would like to put boards in my windows. I think I do have a carpentry book, yes, which I'm currently reading. Ooh, this really is heavy. Glad to be doing this while I have infinite water though. Right, let's put you in here. And you in here. Oh, you don't fit. Interesting. Place the item. Okay, no longer having problems with that. I am, however, hungry. So this would seem an appropriate time to eat half of a pot of stew. A very, very thick stew. This will give me 52 hunger. No, more than that, 57. Boom. Full to bursting. Couldn't manage another single solitary bite. But what about the waffle? Thin piece of mint? Cool. Good. I'm kind of bloody again. I should probably wash. Alright, 4 PM. Cool. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit stinky out here. So where was I bringing the bodies before? There's one set there. There's a fireplace right there, so I think I'm just going to go and use the fireplace. Fortunately, this is a really high endurance activity. You have a duffel bag. You do. Oh, and scissors. Jackpot! Oh, I will also take those. And a fork. I actually need a fork. And this also gives me a good opportunity to loot all of these bodies. Get up to here. You have jeans, I'll steal those. You also have jeans, I'll steal those. Right, let's have a sit down. Because we are excessively exerted. Done. Hey Golden Twirler, how's it going? It's going good! So, we're playing a game at the moment. This is Apocalypse with 2 changes. Like you, I don't like the transmission system. Unlike you, I just turned it off. Rather than making it immediate kill, which is good, because on day 1 I got bitten. Which would have been a very short playthrough. We're just playing otherwise normal Apocalypse. But the special rule I'm using is I'm not allowed to loot any buildings once the helicopter has come. And the helicopter just came yesterday, which is why there's so many bodies scattered around my base right now. So from now on, it's just wilderness, foraging, that type of thing. You still had jeans on, didn't you? Yes, you did. Well, I should probably be stealing more clothing so I can make rags. But we're currently set up in a farm. Because in a previous... You're just carrying him by toes. Here you are. In a previous playthrough that I had, my characters are usually pretty good at foraging. I like the foraging skills, and we were living in a forest, which was fine, except finding food was actually a little more difficult. Then it occurred to me, foraging in fields is a lot easier because it has a high chance of finding food. So what we've done is we are set up just outside of Brandenburg in a farm here, which has 3 cow fields, has turkeys rather. There are actually pigs over here, and actually I should mark that on the map. Where's the pig icon? There's the pig icon. That's a pigsty. So we have all of this, which is just fields for foraging for food, and then we also have forests fairly nearby, and then up here as well, for firewood and stuff like that. And yes, this is a really good way of learning crafting. I did try to do a full survival full survival game, but the problem is you require maintenance 1 to actually make the starting survival equipment. So you can't make crude axes until you have maintenance 1, and there is no way of getting maintenance 1 in the wild. The best way of getting it is by having a crowbar and hitting stuff with it. So I have just, ding, got maintenance 1. Thankfully the first weapon I came across was a crowbar. So I can now do everything wilderness. But my farm is pretty well stocked with stuff. I'm now just moving all the bodies into a central pile so I can burn them. Couldn't you start with maintenance 1? The problem with that is that none of the actual survival characters start with maintenance. So I am outdoorsy, no maintenance. A hiker, no maintenance. Former scout, no maintenance. And also out of shape. The only one that gets maintenance, I think, is Bushcrafter. And interestingly enough, Park Ranger doesn't start with maintenance either. So the character that is built by the game to be the survivalist doesn't have maintenance either. So you can't actually do full survival even with that. Let's rest up. Whew. But thanks to the helicopter, all the zombies in my local area should be gone. Any which aren't will be picked up by the animals, because, my god, do the zombies like going after the cows and the turkeys. So I think I have probably got the safest building in this entire game, surrounded as I am by cows and chickens. Need to search the body first, and then carry it. No, put it down for a second. Steal your shorts. Oh, yes, they were shorts. Then I'll grab you again. So the reason I'm stealing all the denim is that I can cut it up and patch up my clothing. Denim has a much higher resistance to scratching and biting. It's basically armour. DIY expert gets maintenance, but that's an occupation. It does. And handyman also has maintenance. But those are not classes that are meant for survival. Like it was with Build 42 that they added maintenance as a requirement to make cruel tools, and it's such a bad change. I really hope they revert that. Ah, don't think I got you. No, you're on the side. Ah, that's irritating. They have to be on exactly the same tile as the campfire. To burn, baby, burn. Which now it should be. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to go. 10. That, oh no, those are already in a pile. surprised I can still do this while exhausted. Let's go rest. And I need to decide whether I want to do this for all the zombie corpses in the fields. On the one hand, it's going to stink them up, and I don't know whether the animals care. On the other hand, free fertilizer. It's 7:40 already. I should probably stop for today. Yeah, I'm already tired. Well, let's move these away from my sleeping arrangement. I will steal your knife. I will steal your jeans. You have a lumberjack shirt? That could be useful in the winter. I'm trying to use the very subtle patterns in the grass to make sure I'm in the right frame. Yeah, gotcha. You have jeans. Where'd that not go? I'm going to take one set of sneakers just so I have them. Because different shoes do different things. Like I'm currently wearing work boots, which are good for damage resistance. Sneakers increase your run speed. Regular shoes are kind of a middle ground between them. And then it's just those. Plus all the other bodies around the rest of the building, but that'll do for today. Let's grab some food. Do I need to do cooking again? Tomorrow we will. So the nice thing about being a forager is I can get seasoning really easily. Just literally pick it up off the ground. And we have a decent supply of meat and things as well for the high calorie. Plus we now have access to milk and then eventually meat once the turkeys and cows are fully grown. Surprisingly, you don't get too bloody looting or moving corpses around. Right, let's go sit in my comfy chair. And read a bit more about carpentry. I think what I am going to do is do one more round of the house. Just to make sure that we are completely secure here. Because the helicopter did move zombies around, but I'm fairly confident that we've got them all. Yep, looks like it. Alright, sleepy time. $10:30, reasonable time. There's a rabbit. See if I can catch you. Ah, got away. Gotcha. What I'm trying to do is catch the rabbits and put them in here. See if I can get rabbits as well. Because I did catch a baby rabbit the other day. But I'm not seeing him now. Alright, so turkeys. Do you care about the bodies around? Melagris. Is that a turkey? Is that a duck? Like, what form of animal are you? I have no idea. You're calm, you're healthy, well-fed, not thirsty. Yeah. And you can also pet them. Yeah, it says hen, but I don't think they're actually chickens. I think it's a hen as in female bird as opposed to chicken. Because they're definitely gobbling more than they are squawking or clucking. And they are not laying eggs. There's the other rabbit. You survived. Good. Turkey feathers. I think that proves to what these are. And every time you pet an animal, you gain a little bit of animal care. So you're a male. Oh, that's why the two pens were probably closed. Tell the males apart. Blue face, maybe? Hen. No eggs. Another rabbit. You're a Tom. Okay, so I do actually want to keep this closed. Okay, cool. I am very thirsty, probably because I've been sprinting around. So we need to continue consolidating the corpses. And then yes, Collinus, we will have our burn baby burn moment. Should probably also get some breakfast. So I'm 75 and still losing. I am dramatically underweight at this point. Let's slice up the bread. We have ham, we have beef, we have salami. How about we get some bacon, pork, and a steak. I'm going to put these in here for just a moment to defrost. Make a ham sandwich. It's now a meat sandwich. Grape leaves. Once that stuff defrosts, it starts cooking extremely quickly, which I really don't actually want it to do. Alright, let's grab 2 pots of water. And we're going to make a stew. Pork chop. Pork chop. I really wish there was a way of just forcing it to use these ingredients for both, instead of doing these one at a time. Pork and bacon. Oh, can't do bacon anymore. Steak for you. Cooking 1? Yeah. Do do do. Oh, I can't use this bride because I need to cut the salami off. Duh. And I do have beef patty that I can put into, yes. And I think I shall. I should not leave you on. That's dangerous. Add some pepper. Add some pepper. Add salt. Add salt. Add grape leaves. Add grape leaves. Add powdered onion. You have grape leaves, you have salami, onion. That'll do. Just muscle strain, that's fine. Turn it on, let's get that cooked up. And put the salami away. I think I'm also going to defrost some more meat for tomorrow. Then I don't need to do the defrosting again. Right, while that's cooking up, let's just do some reading. Speed up time. There we go. 2 extremely hearty stews. 94 and 97. I'm going to eat these half at a time. So I am eating extremely well at the moment. And yeah, I've gone down to 74. Do I still have any hamburger packs? I do. Let's just defrost those real quick. Shouldn't take long. Right, let's make some burgers. Beef patty. Beef patty. Beef patty. Do I have enough? I do. Pepper. Pepper. Again, this is where I really wish you could just do it for all of them. Put ham on them as well. This is more like a burger from Arby's. And salt. And of course, ketchup. Oh, we're out of ketchup. Powdered onion. And then I guess pickles. We're out of pickles. I left you one again. Right, let's eat the odd burger out. The whole thing. These are another 23 hunger reduction. Stuffed. I might just carry these burgers around and just eat them during the day. Because I do have more bodies to move. And we have a fire to burn. Let's go. That was a complete mess. Check this one, see if it had jeans on it. Yes. Oh wait, no, there's just regular trousers. Dark coloured sneakers though, I'll take those. Take the hoodie as well. Prepare for winter. Let's have a sit down. Thankfully those corpses haven't completely decomposed yet, so it's just a bad smell as opposed to an awful one with this many. Prepare for winter, he says, not like it's the height of July. You gotta think ahead for this type of thing. I don't think I've ever actually made it to winter before. Not sure I've ever seen it snow. Check. Jeans. Grab the corpse. I think there were only two there. I kind of wonder if it's worth just bringing them down here. But I want to move this one, I want to move this one, I want to move those three. There's two more further up. Now it's an awful odour. Hopefully this is far enough away. It's just. Thirsty! Oh, well, that sounds to me like an opportunity to eat some stew. Wow, look at the nutrition level of this. Crazy. Grab the corpse. Oh, right, because I'm still carrying all of this stuff. Yeah, I should probably drop some of that off. But once all of this heavy work is done, there should be a lot less of it to do. At which point to just sit back and eat. That's the hope anyway. That's the dream. Because of course we are. Move those two to here. Burn that, we burn. Not too far. Burn the one that I did up there. This seems like an opportunity to eat another burger. While gagging on the smell. Denim. There's dark sneakers, we'll take those. Grab the corpse. Man, this one we're really having to move a long way. But I want the area immediately around my base to be free of these. A lot of bodies. We're once again exhausted, then we move those three. Those two to here. Well, we can at least get this fire going before that. So we get rid of the nasty pile. Eat another burger. Actually, part of the problem is I haven't found any butter or lard. But I can make butter. Butter churn. Requires a hammer, plank and nails. Yeah, I have all of those. Doesn't require a carpentry level skill either. Getting drowsy, we're exhausted, slightly thirsty, and there are 2 more of these to go. Thankfully this bench is just out of range of the smell. Before we go much further, I'm going to look up to see if dead bodies negatively affect animals at all. Dead bodies can stress out cattle or other livestock. So yes, they do. Fuck! Something I really didn't want to have to deal with. Take your jeans. Let's pile the corpse pile. Oh no, there's 2 more here. Okay, maybe I'm glad I don't need to do this too often if we only have the one helicopter event. Might need to start using a respirator soon too. Because this can't be pleasant. So let's look cool and eat a burger while we walk away from this. All in a day's work. Hey, balanced! Even with all of this. exhausted, but we can still do this. Interesting. I'm a little bit surprised it let me even pick the body up there. Could I disassemble the playground equipment? Probably. Well, 2 bodies up there are outside of the field. Thirsty and very tired. Well, let's grab a drink. Gets rid of that. Now, I think what I might do is prepare the fire. Oops. Stones I will need later. Do I want to move those two? The fact that they're still in view irritates me, so I probably do. Just going to chuck all the clothing on the floor here. I need to wash those later. Is this a new and improved survivalist forager run off the books, as it were? Yes. So the rule I had for this one is I can loot until the helicopter arrives, after which I can't. And the helicopter arrived yesterday. So no more looting. But I'm in a really, really nice location here. I'm in a farm surrounded by cattle and turkeys. I've just managed to stabilise my weight, although I don't know how long it can make that last. Yeah, just a bit of duffel as well. Which is interesting because this duffel had something I've been lacking. Skizzers. Can I fit those into my bag? 0.5, so probably not. Let's see if I can consolidate these a little bit. So I can fit the scissors in there. And 1 bandage, so I think I'm going to take the alcohol wipes out. I'll carry 4 bandages. I'll add these to my first aid set. That's true, I don't have a huge amount of disinfectant. We have 3. Gonna need to work out how on earth to make alcohol. Do a bit of moonshining. Okay, we are very tired, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink the last of this. Fill that up. Yeah, we still have the water. And then I think I'm just going to read until 10. And then sleepy time. Should probably put these down too. I never did get a barbecue. So we're going to have to cook on wood fires. Ridiculously tired. This would seem like a good time to go to sleep then. Probably don't have that much electricity left anymore. Foggy. Today, though, that's fine. I'm going to burn those 2 bodies. I've decided. Not going to waste fuel. Not that I'm really expecting there to be a problem with fuel. How long did we decide we needed a fire to burn last time? I don't remember. Sweater. I don't have one of those. I have a shovel. I wonder if I can just bury the zombies that are in the fields. Basically just where they lie, just bury them. Awful odour. Excessive but not exhausted. So we'll carry this body back and then burn baby burn. No! What jump does this guy have? He also has a sweater, you know, I'll steal you as well. And those sneakers. I haven't found that many that have shoes. Most of them have been wearing sneakers. Alright, let's go. And then we'll rest. And then we'll make this fire. And then we'll burn. And then we do this all over again for the other two locations, which would be far fewer than here. Here comes the smell. Maybe not. Right, let's get to this bench, take a rest. Probably have a snack. Did I empty one of those already? I apparently did. Let's have some ice cream. I want some more twigs. Twigs are way easier to find. And I want to have roughly an hour's worth. It's a stone as well. There's some twigs. Those are some zombies. But those are far enough away that I don't particularly care. Alright, so we've got another 3. Maybe a bit more of a struggle getting the other fires to burn than this one. Then again, maybe not. Get the stones to start the next fire as well. Because ultimately I want to have 3 fireplaces. How many are needed? 3, so I have enough. Perfection! Oh, 7 You. Destroy for fuel. Twigs. 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 24. 32. 40. 48. 56, and then the last one I'm going to use to light the fire. Burn, baby, burn! Let's see how this does. Done already. Ha! Okay, I didn't need nearly that much. And 2 of them I missed, apparently. I wonder if I can get them on the fire without burning myself. This is probably really dumb. Yes, especially because... yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Alright, so I only really needed the 8 minutes, I think. That's interesting. Oh, you can make a can. Interesting. Oh, really? Can't make the campfire on top of them, you have to make it under them. Okay, I'm kind of glad I know that. Oh, maggots. That's not pleasant. This has taken, what, the better part of 2 days to clear? Exhausted. So let's just have a sit. So this one I'm going to move here, then these 3 I think I'll move to that one. Do you have anything I want? Yes, actually you have shoes. And then after this we'll go and see if we have a shovel to bury the zombies basically where they lie. I wonder if the graves ever disappear. So here I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build campfire. And we'll grab these. there's also maggots here. Delicious. Yeah, these have been here a few days now. Because these are the ones that I cleared when I first arrived. There's that one as well, which I probably should get rid of. This guy has the maggots. Oh, lovely. Well, we're about to cook them. No. That's fine. He's slotted into place. I'm going to grab this one just because I hate the idea of there still being some out here. Use this to just check under the trees. Yeah, okay. These two are far enough away I don't really care. This one's just close. Oh, there's two of them. Boo. Because this I still kind of consider my backyard. Don't know. Maybe I should get rid of these two as well. No, those I think we just bury. Good. And then that one. Oh, we're done. Oh no, these three. Damn. So close and yet so far. And all of this while being malnourished. Someone just fired a shotgun in the distance. Not too concerned about that because I'm pretty sure all of the zombies in my area are dead. I mean, that goes without saying. They're zombies. You know what I mean. Bombs away! Yeah. It's starting to smell bad. Let's have a drink. Still thirsty. Oh. Could have sworn there was an option on water bottles which used to just be drink. And they would drink only as much as they actually needed. There are a bunch of bodies up there as well, but those I think we're going to try and bury. I wonder if a shovel is something you can make. I also wonder if this is giving me strength training, seeing how I'm exhausted the entire time that I'm doing this. It doesn't slow you down, so there's no real reason to rest. I haven't seen myself get injured. And then there were two. Amazing the amount of zombies in this remote location. It's remote, but there were a whole bunch here and a whole bunch here, plus the city. Most of them came from this angle, so I think most of them came from the city. There may also have been some from down here, and I haven't really explored further south, so I don't know what there is. But man, if they ever break out of the prison, it's going to be a fun time. Coveralls, definitely steal those. And another lumberjack shirt. And some more black shoes, I'll take those as well. I already have like 4 belts. Getting drowsy at 20 past 1. I guess that's the downside of the exhaustion. It makes you tired faster. You know what would be useful here? Forklift. A body clearance forklift. Jeans? Jeans. Got some long socks, I'll steal those too. Alright, last one. Getting hungry, bad smell. That's fine. Open bomb bay doors. Bombs away. Right, campfire. Light her up. Yeah, way less than 8 minutes. Interesting. So except for the movement, corpse disposal is fairly cheap. And we're up to tired already. (3 PM). It's even cheaper letting them decay. Zombies attract other zombies and also can cause disease, which is why I'm clearing them out from my immediate area, and which is why I was a little bit concerned about the ones that are caught up in the enemy animal pens, in case they start diseasing the animals. Though that seems to be less of a problem. Campfire, light the fire. Burn, baby, burn. So it's just these two that we missed previously with my last tweaks, so this worked quite well. It's basically be a half-burned corpse. Oh, lovely. Last twigs. Let's go. First part's a myth, second part's dependent on if you're affected by bad smell of noodle, which, since 42, happens way more frequently. And yes, it can be mitigated by masks, but I don't really want to wear a mask. Number 7, I'd rather just get rid of the bodies. Okay, job's a good one. Let's eat something. Let's also wash off. Should probably have checked if water was actually unlimited first. Lock my bottle. You know what, while I'm here, give me all of those and let's wash them too. We're full already, of course we are. No, because it just washed the stuff I had on me. If I throw these on the floor... You know what? Let's not even do that. Let's just... cut them. I will cut you. Get my denim strips. And then we can start doing some patching. It's way too hot to do work outside. I miss the winter. I suspect my character thinks that way too. It's way easier cutting up clothing than it is to just wash it. Been transporting timber and wood for some work and I'm dying. I can believe that. And then we'll just watch the strips afterwards. Much easier. Oh, the baggy jeans you can't turn into shorts. That's interesting. I think I might keep these. So I do have a pair of shorts. Let me just break a knife. No. Just wondering why you had to go in here. Okay, now we can wash the clothing. Done. And weighs way less now too. Our work here is not yet done. Oh, I was one short. I am overburdened. Can I store up jobs like this? Yes, I can. Right, and then wash all of those. Perfect. So the clothing I'm actually keeping... Oh no, you didn't get washed. Oh, cheeky. Let's put the strips away. First of all, my ultra-secure storage. 45 denim strips. That's going to last us a while. It's also going to fill up my stockpile pretty quickly. I'm now very tired, hungry, losing weight again. Amazing! Oh, I can't wait for the easy life. Soon, 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 soon. Alright, I'll take all of these out, just so I can wash the damn things. Right, how about we wash all of that? Good. And none of this stuff I wanted to tear up, so we'll just put this away. So the clothing goes in here. I do not have space for it all. Rip those two up. And we put all the shoes in here. So we've got more than enough shoes now. I don't think I need more of those. Alright, and then we put the rags away. And then tomorrow I think we do some repairs. And some reinforcements. You're also ridiculously tired already. Do we just go to bed? No, we eat something first. Is there anything left? Yes, there is. Eat half of that. Got to stop the weight loss. And I think I might also have some ice cream. I still have half a thing. Water bursting, so you can't have the ice cream yet. In that case, I think we just sleep. dokie. Sleeping quite a long time, considering how early we went to bed. Okay, right. Let's start the day by finishing off that stew and having the ice cream. Except you can't. Let's fill up that pot. And put it in here. It's raining. That's fine. I was thinking of making a butter churn, but I don't have the resources for that just yet. How many nails did we actually get? Okay, we got 2 full boxes of them, so that's 200, I think. Cool. So, what I want is... There's another tool I was looking... Shovel. I did not get a shovel. Bugger. I did get a welding torch. I didn't get a welding torch face shield though. Okay, so needle. Does the all help tool here? I have no idea. And then I want spool of thread. And then, do I need to take the other materials out, or can I just do that from here? It's just rags, so yes, I do need to take it out. Bugger. Alright, take the lot. That'll do. Let's do some reinforcements. Jeans, inspect. Add padding using denim. Next. Oh, you can do padding on socks. Huh. First of all, we patch up the hole. Then we add padding. Is that all? What did we run out of? What'd you stop? Don't know. This time you did run out of thread. Okay, so I think the previous time you stopped because you were out of thread. Thread is actually in here. We're using quite a lot of thread. Interesting. Inspect. Alright, we already have you open. Got padding tool. Work boots. I don't think there's any changes we can make. No. Cowboy hat? Nope. Leather gloves. Surely. And actually, with the gloves being that badly damaged, I think that these are... These are basically useless. I do, however, think that I have some more. Huh. Could have sworn I had some. Apparently not. That's a problem. Anyway, that is all of that repaired. Gonna need to work out how to make thread. Is it a crafting thing? Assign new thread, pick thread. Ah, requires tailoring 1. And then you take it from rags. Alright, so what's my tailoring at? 8. That's gonna take a while. Hang on, did I put the needle in here? Yes. Needle's a tool. It goes in here. Did you lose the character you saw yesterday? No, this is my offline game I decided to stream. Because at the start of the day, we had the helicopter event. And I know those are usually fun, so we stream that. And we've just dealt with the aftermath. We got rid of the majority of the corpses. And now it's just into normal survival. Do I... This building. Wooden spade requires carving 4. So yes, they are makeable. Requires a recipe, which probably requires it to be even higher level than that. Yeah, maybe not then. Some more tools here. The rest of this stuff should all be gardening. But actually they're not. Entertainment. You know what? Entertainment can go in here. And this is 11, 12 weight worth. We do have the little shed. Unfortunately, I've still not been able to get into it. Now, does this just require welding torch, goggles, and mask? I don't have goggles or mask. You have 3 runs: petrol station, outdoor run, and then this. This is replacing the outdoor. Outdoors, it's not feasible without maintenance, which we've just got in this run, which is why this one is now no more looting. This is basically the outdoor run. Can't you just break the window? Yeah, but then zombies can get in. I like trying to keep things intact if I can. So what's needed for crude axe? Because I'm going to need one. Sharp flint flake, rags, and a tree branch. What tree branches I've got? I'm not hungry anymore. I can have that ice cream. Alright, still got a bunch of junk. And then I think we go find some flint. It's bloody. That's why I wanted to wash it first. I dislike the fact you can't wash stuff that's in your bag. I guess because it would have to be unpack, wash, pack, unpack, wash, pack, unpack, wash, etc, etc, etc. Let's do clothing. And then all weapons. Save. Shouldn't take long. Still pretty clean. There we go. Alright, let's put those tools away. And then we'll try and find some flint. Crowbar I'm still using. Hook we've now found, so I don't need to find more. Same with the can openers. Knives I'm going to keep as wanted because you can stick them on the end of spears. Cool. I'm still carrying some sneakers around. I mean, actually what I could do... How badly damaged are these? Halfway. Let's put that in there. Let's put the sneakers on. They're not going to be as protective, but they are going to be faster. And then from here, the forest is this bit. Although, actually what I need to do is just go along the road. Foraging on. We are looking for stone. And the road's the best place to do that. Got it. Alright. Then now I just need a rag. Which I know I have in my first aid. And a stick. Which I know are in this pile. Now we're probably going to need multiple of these because I'm kind of expecting to go through these tools rather rapidly. I'm not going to take them from the first aid kit. Seems silly. This is why I wanted some clothing to tear up so I could get strips. We could use twine. You know what? Twine is probably actually even more replaceable. And with that, we need a surface. Crude axe. Yes, it does need a flat surface. And light. I'm not sure what we're going to do about light down here. Except to use a torch. Making that gives you maintenance skill, because of course it frickin' does. Stone axe. They've changed the icon for that. That's a lot more impressive than they used to be. Or the model, rather. I wonder if it model changes depending on whether you use rags or twine. Where do I want to cut trees down? That's another good question. Maybe from this patch. No, I want to cut them down from here. I dislike not having proper sight lines. So the handle's going to need replacing from time to time, which I think basically just means more branches. I'm going to take the shirt off. Oops. And that broke. Oh, you get a broken branch out of it. Right, well, tree branch. Research craft. I need to do that. But no, I want to make new axe. Oh, did the flint break? Oh, the flint may have broken. Well, we got a sapling, so we can make spears now. Tree branches, logs, twigs. There we go. Survival mode is a go. Branch on the floor. Now we're in high exertion, so let's have a sit down for a minute. And we're in pain. Yeah, because of muscle strain, we're not used to cutting wood. Would I come inside? No reason to come inside. What I wanted to do was look for more stones, because we're going to need more flints. And then with getting the flints and the stones, we can practice our knapping, which I think will make their quality better. Yeah, I'm going to need to start picking wood up now. Survival mode, here we are. That's affecting me a little bit, but not a huge amount. There might still be zombies around. Thanks to the helicopter, so we need to be a little bit careful. Wasn't the outdoor one... Whoops. Large, smooth, flat stones. That will eventually be used for making bigger tools. Wasn't the outdoor one called as he didn't have maintenance one, couldn't train it, so couldn't even make the simplest tools? Yes, exactly. Which is why I changed the rules of the game, so I can loot until the helicopter, to allow me to get some metal tools, metal weaponry, because then I can train maintenance with those. On the way to foraging 6, currently have 5. Alright, which way? Oh, wait, just go left, we haven't been that way yet. Limestone, that's used for making steel, I think. We're still a ways away from that. Though apparently one way of training up metalworking is by looting jewellery and basically smelting that stuff down. There's flint. I think we want to grab a couple of flints if we can. We're so far out, I'm not really expecting zombies, but you never know. And I've hotkeyed search. I'm tired of going click back to things. Now I just have it on one of my mouse buttons. Yeah, I thought that might be something. Oh, is that a... Yes, flint nodule. Nice. You can turn those into shot flint. those. Twigs and another nozzle. Oh no, stone. We are getting thirsty meanwhile. In the field. So these are fallow fields. Actually, that one I think is ploughed. This one's fallow. Caterpillar, not interested. Not hearing any animals, so I don't think there's animals in that one, though that is very much a pasture. Yeah, we're getting closer to this crossroads. I'll keep going until we hit the crossroads. Another flint. Don't mind if I do. That might be a tin can you can pick up, but no. No such luck. We're still losing weight. Butter. I need to make a butter churner. I have access to milk. I have very plentiful access to milk. Flint nodule, don't mind if I do. And there's the crossroads. Leading into wheat fields, maybe? I kind of wondered what would happen if you take a scythe up here. Anyway, there's the crossroads, so we found some extra fields up there, and this leads to the airfield. You want to stay away from, because many zombies lurk. So I think basically what I'm going to do is step out to here. We're going to change our search to crops, as we're now going to be in farmland. And we'll head back home. Because unfortunately I'm going to need to bring the stream to a close. In fact, I think I'm just going to do it here. I'm in a safe enough area. But I have some things going on this evening, so thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you really enjoyed this and you want to support the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. You can, of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/MordredViking. If you're watching on YouTube, then please do consider subscribing there. You can find YouTube at youtube.com/MordredViking. If you're watching on Twitch, then the stuff I just said is relevant to you, but that's on twitch.tv/MordredViking. I do have a Discord, which is where the community hangs out. They are a cool bunch, and it's always a pleasure to see some new faces there. So come join us, say hello, you'll be more than welcome. All of the stuff that I'm talking about is now in chat, and also in the description below if you're on the UpTubs. That's it for me today. Might do another stream during the day tomorrow, not sure yet. Yeah, I don't know. And this game that I'm doing now is my non-stream game. So if I do decide to stream it again, it's likely that will be in a different time, as I'm going to continue playing this one offline, perhaps later this evening, perhaps tomorrow. So don't expect the continuity that the petrol station game has, which I will continue on the weekend. That one will definitely be back Saturday and probably Sunday. Cool. I think that's it for me. So thanks everyone for watching. Stay tuned to my Discord. I'll announce there if I am going to stream anything tomorrow. If I do, it'll probably be the daytime. I don't know, could do either. We'll see. I'm on vacation. It depends on what I feel like doing. Oh, feels good to be able to say that. Anyway, that's all. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye bye.